Crazy. Hey, everybody. This is crazy. I haven't even tweeted this out. This just happened. Bitcoin broke. Oh, is it? I don't even know if anybody's here. Bitcoin just broke $100,000. And here I am. You caught me by surprise. So let's give me a minute to tweet. I just finished cooking dinner, and here I am. But I do have my little whiskey, and I promise I drink that. Bitcoin shooting up. It's got like $101,300 in like 5 minutes. It's bonkers. I'm going to open this up to questions, but I will tweet out to Patreon and everybody else. This is crazy. And I've been running around, but I do have my whiskey, and this is brought to you by kombucha. So I'm going to drink both tonight in case the whiskey tastes like piss. But I will open it up to questions. This is kind of unreal. I made a video today that I was pretty convinced we were going to break 100,000. Absolutely convinced. It was like a no-brainer. But let's get into it. Let me tweet this out. I'm normally not going to do this. I've never done this on a fly. But we have to let people know that I am... I'm going to drink my first ever live stream, which will be crazy. But why not? Here we go. So I got the video. I'm going to tweet it out. Yeah, just screw this. So impromptu live stream. Hold on. I got to put this in a few different places at the same time. So we can have a big party together as a family. And we never lost faith. We never lost faith, which is crazy. So anyhow, I drank more water today. That's what happens when you're cursed by drinking coffee for a living. But this is completely unscripted. I did not expect this to happen till later. But let's go. Link. I'm going to drop this because live 100K stream. Boom. There we go. Fire that out there. And then here too, post 100K live stream Bitcoin. Boom. All right. Now we're ready to get into it. Now I see you all and I can see your questions. I've done my housekeeping. We can look at the chart. We have $101,300. Literally, Bitcoin shot up $1,300. And I said to you, once you break 100K, it's like breaking $1,000. You go very quickly to 1,100 or $100. You go quickly to 110. Here we are, 101,500 as we speak. Freaking bonkers, ladies and gentlemen. Nation states literally are printing money. This is not driven by retail investors. Nation states are probably printing fiat to buy Bitcoin. But let's see what you guys have in your mind. Guys and gals, of course. It's crazy. We've got John Vito here. All the OGs are in the house. It's amazing. This has been the best 2024 ever. And a full confession I have to make. I retired back in 2020. I got bored. I made a video. It went viral. And then I decided I'd make more videos to try to help people understand Bitcoin. Never did I believe I'd be here 4 years later doing this stuff. Wow. Nuts. Anyway, I did promise you all. Let's get down to business first. Then you hear the true me. And I'll answer any question. I'll say, this is from Tough Guy in the United Kingdom. He mailed this to me. All right? This is for him. I've never drank whiskey straight in my life. I may have had it in a cocktail without knowing years ago. But here we go. To $100,000 Bitcoin. God damn, that's nasty shit. Oh my God. But I brought some kombucha to wash down. That tastes like freaking paint thinners. Brought to you by kombucha. Wow. The world has seen my first ever shot of whiskey in my life. But I prepared something else too. Red wine. Okay, so this is crazy. But let's talk about questions. Let's talk about anything, any chart, any indicator, whatever you guys need. I'm here. And I'll be here as long as you want because this could be a crazy night. And I know other things aren't pumping like Bitcoin, but Bitcoin's special. As I said, pensions, sovereigns, nation states, you name it. Everybody's going nuts into Bitcoin right now. Actually, I got to check if the audio's even tired. Back in 20. Okay, we got audio. great, we're alive. So yeah, every time, like all the Solana purpers are like, when's Solana going to pump? Every dog has its day, everybody. You got to remember that. Not everything pumps at the same time. If it did, there'd be no money in the world. Think of a zero-sum game. Everything needs time for us to happen. By the way, American Beijing here is, we have people in China watching live. Honored. Nick M in Canada. By the way, what's up with the Canadians? Linda's back. What's up with the Canadians and their addiction to crypto? Does that mean their country is going to shit? I don't know. Perhaps. Anyway, I got people in Ireland. What is it, 3 a.m. over there? Oh, by the way, what will Microstrategy do tomorrow? From Carl Cote. I used to do mixed martial arts with the Cote. He was Canadian and he broke all my limbs, so I couldn't do it anymore because I'm in my 50s. Anyway, I did try. I wanted to do some BJJ, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and I discovered I'm far too old for that. Far too frail. $101,503, ladies and gentlemen. This goes straight to 110K, no doubt in my mind, because price is an advertisement. I should say that more eloquently, but I can't because I took some of this piss. Actually, I might try some more. Why not? Maybe it'll grow on me, you know. When kids, their first drink alcohol, they say, "Ugh, it's disgusting." And then they take more. So I'm going to do a second shot because I did promise I would. And I don't even know how big this bottle is. But that's it. It's Johnny Walker. This video is brought to you by our sponsor today. Kidding. Never had a sponsor. Never will have a sponsor. Because I've made my own money. So I'm good. Anyway. American Beijinger Preston. I love you, my brother, too. We're going to do a bottle of champagne next year. Guaranteed. Ian McQueen. Everything. You don't have to donate anything or anything, but everything we get, we give back. And we give back more. So I just want you to know that. So I don't need this, but I'm grateful for it because we make the world a better place. And we try and match where we can, all we can. And I have a little surprise. Hopefully, in about 12 days, I'll have a little announcement to make as well. Brought to you by Microstrategy, which is crazy. Anyway, let's get into some questions because that's what I'm here for. I've got to slow down the chat because going at 100 miles an hour right now. Let me try figure out because I don't have my little elves helping me. Hold on a second. I've got to go in and configure some stuff. Customization, settings. This chat's going so fast I can't even read it. Slow mode, 6 seconds. Then I can read it. There we go. Subscribers, anybody? I turned on to channel subscribers so that we don't get the scammers, because they'll lose patience in 5 minutes. But this is absolutely bonkers. Wow. Okay. Somebody asked a question. What's MicroStrategy going to do tomorrow? I'm going to check right now live and find out. And check out the real-time after-hours price. I should be logged in here. I don't have my phone. If I'm not, I am. Thank goodness. All right. So, oh my goodness. MicroStrategy right now, as we speak, is $454. It closed the market yesterday under 400. It's gone up $50. It's kind of crazy. The shorts are going to get squeezed hard. There you go. Tamara. And by the way, when I see women in the channel, it's so awesome. Dude Travels, thank you for coming. Let's go. And I'm not amazing. I'm just a normal guy. But I still have to... Let me see. I've got a third the way through. I promised I'd drink it. So, and I will never let you down. I'll always be honest. Even if it means poisoning myself. Let me see. Hobbit, indebted to you too. The Canadians... Can somebody answer me in the comments here? Why are Canadians so all in on crypto? It's madness. Phenom, thank you for coming. This is your, apparently, first super stream. Woohoo. We got Manhattan time. Does that mean mixing kombucha with whatever? Thank you. Smash the likes. What happens to Bitcoin dominance here? This is one of these times, General Abdel from the Middle East, I hope. Bitcoin dominance, literally. With the strength of Bitcoin, it's so scarce. The whole thesis to me around Bitcoin is scarcity. Okay? nation states can print their own fiat for nothing and buy Bitcoin. This thing, shout out to Samson Mao. People called him a clown, a fool. People called Plan B a clown, a fool. But these are very smart gentlemen that understand the basic economics of supply and demand and scarcity. Bitcoin's hard, all right? It doesn't take a lot of money to move it. It's a tiny asset that represents 0.2% of global assets. The rest is garbage. The other 99.8% is garbage, like bonds and stuff. Anyway, we're coming back a little bit back down to earth. $100,800. We broke 100 grand, which is a huge moment in time. So anyway, let's get some questions going, because that's what I feel most comfortable. I'm genuine, yes. That's why I got to drink this terrible, disgusting poison. I should use it later to strip paint off walls, maybe. But anyway, I'll get through it, because that's what I'll do. Yeah. And by the way, not only is the question here is like Putin, and I am not political. The Putin guy in Russia who did some very, very bad things in his life, and I hope I don't get pricked with one of those umbrellas. He was either trolling Trump or something else. I don't know. Very bizarre stuff. But the world is changing very fast before our eyes. We're seeing a massive revolution away from the crazy over here side to the crazy over here side. And this is where we play. So we're happy about that. I'm speaking in code so people don't get offended. Those who know, know. Blazo, my friend, here for the longest time. Question, will Tesla go back to lower 200s? No, it won't. Tesla will not, this from live life. Tesla will not go beyond 300. Trust me, if Tesla gets under 310, you'll see me doing the hardcore synthetic longs that I do. And I've got a big bag of cash ready for that moment. I like things cheap. I'm like a disruptive bottom fisher, if there's such a thing. There's not, because I'm pretty unique. Anyway, love you too, Joe. Thank you for coming. This could be a long stream if I've got to get through this, but I promise I will. I won't let you down. Let me see. Why do the Canadians love crypto? Because they don't trust their government. Because their Canadian dollar is going to shit. And Kevin Stevens has given me lots of these little things. So we're back over 101,000 again. With this, literally, by Sunday night, I would not be surprised if Bitcoin's at 110 grand. And let me check the ETF flows today, because I know they're going to be positive, but the question is, how much did BlackRock buy? BlackRock are the number one ETF player. No word in yet, but it's going to be a positive day. BlackRock buy every single freaking day. It's monstrous. Yeah. And we know, shout out to all the Microstrategy millionaires, all the people that have had a little bit of faith in me, the crazy guy since 2020. And again, my whole thing is, I'm not special. Clint, the thirsty sponge, I'm not special, but I have rules. I have processes, I have data, and I stick to them because they work, because I've been building them for 35 years. So that's what happens. And B-Man, my friend, thank you so much. This is crazy. Bring on the hard questions. If you want to pull up the Tabby model or anything like that, I hope I can do that. Let me check that I got the charts live. Actually, let me see if I can do that, because I always try and I don't. I got my Robinhood account open. It's kind of bonkers. I started that account with nothing. It's offensive what's in there right now. Let me check that everything is working. Yeah. Let's get into the hard questions. I've got this thing up here. Let me see if I can share the chart, because then we can talk about the chart. We're going higher, ladies and gentlemen. We are going higher. James, screen share. Does that work? Boom. Yeah, sort of. I need to share this one. I don't know if it's working or not. Anyway, that's me up here on the right. We got the big chart on the left. We got the chat going on the left too. And everybody, quick reminder, never share your real name on YouTube or Patreon or everything else. Keep that, nonsense. I love that name, nonsense. Love you, man. The Canadians love their crypto. I will, when you guys ask me a question regarding actual charts, I'll pull up the chart and I'll share the chart. I'll figure out how to do. Oh, I know how to do that. Wait a second. I can do that this way. Here we go. Where'd it go? I don't know. I should be sharing Chrome. I can't tell. Anyway, let's go back to me, but I know how to share a chart. So we're 101,400 again. Let me make sure I haven't turned off my screen. This is so crazy. I'll kill that. Yeah, hopefully I'm still working. Let me see. Google Chrome. I don't know. This is what happens when I don't have any help. I'm lost like a babe in the woods. I got to get back to my whiskey in a minute. But let me make sure that the stream is actually working. Let me make sure that
it is.
The stream is actually working, because I want to be able to monitor myself. I'm going to turn the volume off on that, let it play, and then see if I can get back to this, and then add a chart too. So let me see. Bitcoin just passed 2 trillion in market cap. South Florida Tools. Thank you so much. This is live reporting from the interwebs. And we can't talk about bad stuff or else we get blocked. Anyway, celebrate. You deserve it. Thank you all for having faith. Thank you all for running into the burning buildings when Bitcoin was at $15,500 and Solana was $8. And everybody thought I was a freaking idiot. This guy, he'll never give up. No, you don't. You got a thesis. You stick to it. You stick to it. Okay, stream is working. Awesome. Thank you so much for the feedback. I'm trying to read all our questions, but they go so fast. There's a big team here tonight. Okay, we got more Canadians. Dan D, shout out to you, brother. I'm going to drink this. That's some nasty shit. Oh, I said a bad word. That's horrible. That is really horrible. But the good news is another 1/3 done. Only 1/3 left. One thing I can promise you all, I will be a man of my word. I'll never let you down. If I say I'll do something, I'll do it, which means I'll finish this garbage, which some people love. And I respect that. And then we'll switch to this. This is Plan B. Shout out to Plan B, by the way. If he's out there, he's in the Netherlands, so he's sleeping right now. Let me see. Let's get to some more questions. Let's start to feel more comfortable when I'm actually working. Woo! So I got so much stuff going on here. It's amazing. We did it. $101,400, $440, $460, $497, $101,539, ladies and gentlemen. We have yet another new all-time high. $101,600. I feel like one of those guys in the UK that sell cattle and they say the words really fast. 101, 102, 105, 106. That's what's happening. $106,050 to the buy in the blue shirt. Kidding. Only kidding. I don't know. Here we are. We're going to the moon, ladies and gentlemen. This is what happens. It's just happening a little bit earlier than expected. I've never had 20,000 people watching me live. I hope I don't do anything stupid. I probably will, because for the first time ever, I'm drinking this whiskey stuff. Let's go. Cheers to everybody out there. Grab a beer, grab a kombucha, grab a wine, grab a seltzer, whatever you are, wherever you are in the world. We have, again, yet another new all-time high. We have $101,725. This is going straight, as I said, to $110,000. Can everybody have a moment of silence, please, for the Microstrategy shorts right now? Because they're getting their faces ripped off. Oh my God, this is crazy. $101,911. You can't make this number up. 911. Used to be a great car. Porsche back in the day. We're heading for $102,000. Do I have $102,000 in the comments, please? Do I have $102,000? Not yet. Not yet, but we're getting real close. Okay. The shorts. You do not short stuff in a bull market, ladies and gentlemen. And we have, oh my God, our side too. Everybody, bring me the questions so I can get distracted. Yeah, are we going to celebrate this someday? Yes, we are. Bader Hadio. Yes, we are. This, when you look, so with markets and finance, the cream eventually floats to the top, as I always say, which is code for fundamentals rise up. Okay, the scams can only pump for so long. Then The real stuff works. Trust me. This is madness. Madness. Who's got, oh my God, we had $102,000 live on the stream. 102, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking at what we call institutional FOMO, ladies and gentlemen. 102 grand. I think it's worth finishing this garbage. And then I'll get back to my wine. It'll be is it called a chaser? Or is this a chaser? I don't even know. I'm not a big drinker, but I am tonight. Yes. Let's go. $102,000 Bitcoin. Cheers to you all. Who else is having a drink out there? Let me know. Ah, that's disgusting. I will never drink that again. Now I know. I'm nearly 55 years old. Okay, that's done. No, it's not done. There's a little bit left. So I believe in life. One of my life lessons: rip the Band-Aid off fast. Don't prolong the pain. Here we go. Gone. Okay. $100,000 whiskey is gone, and Bitcoin's at $102,200. This is freaking insane. I'm going to go back to my comfort zone, which is red wine from Chateauneuf du Pape in France. This video is brought to you by French wine, and I know the government failed today because they wanted to try and you can't make the script up. I'm just riffing here. The French government decided to tax unrealized capital gains on Bitcoin. That's what I say to the French government. Everybody needs regime change. Everybody, let's bring on the questions. Let's see where we are. This is a crazy night. Crazy. Let me wash down this terrible whiskey. I had my first and last whiskey. Actually, I promise I'll do another whiskey at $200,000 Bitcoin. I'll be here with you. And apparently I need to do the blue one, which is better than the black one. But I don't know. Here we go. Some wine to follow. As I sipped, Bitcoin got above to $102,236. I warned you, once you breach the 100K sell wall, it's off to the races. There is no stopping this thing. And again, shout out to Samson Mao and Plan B. People call them fools and idiots. And me too, for longer than you imagine. We have $102,497.79. Wow, this thing's moving fast. It's not slowing down, but I'm going to hang out with you here until it does. We can watch mean reversion, and thank you as well. G. De Niro, you shouldn't have come here, buddy. You should be resting for all the work you do. S.A. Volderman, thank you so much too. I see you all. Congratulations, everybody. You need to try some better whiskey. Yeah. I didn't know. Somebody gave it to me, and they said to me, we have a Patreon member who sent it in, and he said, okay, make sure, they sent it to my admin, make sure he drinks this when we hit $100,000 Bitcoin. And I said, okay, if that's what he wants, that's what I'll do. Deliver. Be truthful and be a man of your word. And shout out to Ivan on tech. We were promised to be together for this. He is fast asleep right now because we have a 10-hour time difference. So he is at, what would that be? 4 a.m. his time. I'm normally up at 4 a.m. watching my perps, but not tonight. I'm here with you guys. Anyway, let me see. Question from Live Life. What can Solana go up to this bull cycle? So my target for Solana this bull cycle was 360. I've upped it to 420 conservatively because ETH went on a run today. Check out the Sol upside model. Go to TradingView. Just write in the word upside. You'll find it. And then it's crazy because Solana does more than ETH and all the L2s combined. And it should be a lot higher. So anyway, we're heading, everybody, this is crazy. We're heading to $103,000. I did tell you, once you break down that 100,000, there's nothing but fresh air. It's like, has anybody ever been in an airplane? You're flying at 35,000 feet and you hit an air gap and the plane falls or plane goes like this. That's what we're experiencing right now. There is nothing but fresh air. Let's try pull up the chart if I can use my very bad technical skills. Let me try this. Here we go. $102,913. Do I have 103,000 here, everybody? Shout out if you can. Here we go, 985. We're heading to 103,000. We just hit it. Boom. $103,000. Ladies and gentlemen. And we have 23,000 people watching live. Biggest live stream ever. This is freaking bonkers. Oh my God. Yes, the prophecy is fulfilled. We are heading now to a massive number, everybody. We are going straight to the moon, ladies and gentlemen. It's bonkers. Absolutely freaking bonkers. Straight up. Now we have people all over the world saying, how much of this should I buy? Yeah. Holy shit is how it works. $103,549 live, ladies and gentlemen. But let's get into the questions. We can watch the chart live and we can do, actually, we should check in on the Tabby model because that is very important. Let me pull that up right now. And oh my God, we're heading to 104,000 real quick. Let's just watch that live as it falls down. We're going straight to 110 grand, ladies and gentlemen. And I know there's a meme going around that people, sorry for talking all the time, but I feel like I'm alone here. There's a meme that, family members were considered crazy. I'm one of them, by the way. And during a thing in the US called Thanksgiving, they thought they were the crazy crypto bros. Well, guess who's not crazy now? You guys. So, excellent. I think the whiskey might be going to my head. Let's put the chart back on again. 103,400. This is bonkers. I was going to pop up the live quote on Microstrategy, but then I'd be exposing my accounts. Anyway, that's all we need to know is here, which is really cool. But let's get back into some more questions because that's why you're all here. This is going to be a crazy night, and I will stay as long as you want me to stay. Let me try not block myself out, but this is me here. Oh, God, I don't know what I did there. This is why I need help. Help. Yeah, there you are. That's me in the top right corner. I dragged and dropped myself. Let me try find out where the questions are so I can chat with the people and try address your issues and concerns and fears and dreams and all that other good stuff. Now I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh my God. I don't even know what I'm sharing. Let me try and fix this so I can just share myself and then answer some questions. I'll keep one eye on the Bitcoin price as I'm talking to you all at 103,300, which is a beautiful number. By the way, I took a snapshot of a screenshot today. I put it on Twitter. We had $98,888 on Bitcoin price. Screenshot it, and I said, this is a very good omen because I spent a lot of time working in Asia, and 8 is a very good luck number, and so is 6. 6 and 8. So when you see a lot of 6 and 8s, it's good. Anyway, let's get to some questions from the team here. And I appreciate everybody for coming out and hanging with me tonight. I drank my whiskey. Now, time for a glass of wine. All for you. Live life. Thank you too. This is Alex Rogan, buddy. I know you from Discord. Everybody asks, what's Discord? Discord's a secret place that doesn't exist. Anyway, is TARS AI trustworthy? No. So I looked into that. It's pumping. But when you have names, if you see something like a token with RWA or AI or stuff like that, odds are it's a scam. So be very, very careful. Tokenomics, no bueno. Adoption, hidden, couldn't see it. So look for the fundamentals. From Mark Rooker, who do you think is driving this rally? I think a sovereign is driving this. I think it's Russia. I think it's maybe Putin front-running Trump. I think it's pension funds. I think it's Saudi Arabia. MBS and Putin are in bed together. I say, let's jack this Bitcoin price to heaven and then make Trump buy at a high price. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud here. This is the type of stuff that happens. Everything is a game in this world. If you are playing in this world, Go into it thinking, 1, it's a game, 2, it's manipulated, and 3, outsmart your opponents. If you do that, you will win. All right? But go in with that mindset. Very important. Don't go in and think you're smarter than everybody else. No. You have to outwork them. You have to outsmart them. That's how you win. And you get in early, you get in hard. I know you've been hearing that for a million years, but that's how it works. That's how it works. We have people in the Philippines. Hello, Guzman. Thank you for coming. Magandang hapon, umaga, gabi. I don't know which one it is because I can't remember the time zone. Nor can I remember what each one means. One is morning, one is afternoon, one is evening. Hapon, morning. Gabi, afternoon. Now I already forget them all. Anyway, I just exhausted all my Tagalog. But it's good to know. I read a book by Albert Einstein a long time ago, and he told me that, no, he didn't tell me, his book told me that if you can have the answers and questions, the questions for 50 top questions in a language and the answers to those languages, you can be fluent in 50 languages very fast. So I spent a lot of time of the last 30 years doing that. So I can be street verse in about 50 languages. Anyway, fun story. That's what this channel's all about. Supply crunch from Ed. When supply crunch? As I told you today, the math, BlackRock and MicroStrategy bought the next 2 years of Bitcoin issuance. And Ethiopia is mining a crap ton. Ethiopia! A crap ton of Bitcoin, and they're not selling. A place called Bhutan. I've never been there. It sounds fantastic, though. Bhutan is mining Bitcoin. They're not selling. El Salvador is mining Bitcoin. They're not selling. So only 1/3 of the hash that's been mined is with like public miners, and about 60 to 70% of them are selling their bag. But the rest that are mining, very few are actually selling. So it's going to be hard. When supply crunch, again, back to BlackRock and Sailor in November, they bought the next 2 years of supply. So bye-bye, sayonara. Supply crunch is coming, 2025. Samson Mao will look like a hero at the end of next year if this continues at this pace. So no need to thank me, Cody, but I appreciate you for being here. Mining in my garage from Jason. Jason. I'm not selling. Hello from Mexico. Hola. Hello, everybody. Let me see. Question. At what price would you take profit in Solana? Thank you, James from Chicago. Live life. Hope everything is safe out there in Chicago. So it's weird. We have over $103,000 in Bitcoin. Let me pop that chart up if I can press the right button. Do you see? Oh, this looks wrong. This looks crap. Anyway, that's sort of like the chart. Let me see if I can zoom into this a bit. I'm trying to make this bigger so we can watch the live chart and you can see me too. How do I do this? Where is my assistant? She's not here. Anyway, $103,000. It's bonkers. We went from $98,000 to $103,000 in a couple of hours, ladies and gentlemen. Bonkers, bonkers, bonkers. Peter Schiff from Paul Davis. Peter Schiff is ruining the moment that he took all his gold commissions from shilling gold for 20 years, put them into emerging market stocks, and lost his ass. Shout out to Peter Schiff. You don't have a clue how to manage money. $103,300. Boom, back in the house. Back to when you should sell Solana. If it is the dominant chain, you don't sell it. If they continue to grow, if adoption goes to, 100 million, billion daily active users, you keep it. That's it. You let your winners run. You don't sell them. Okay? While we're here, I'll confess, I did sell 80% of my NVIDIA a little too early, but it's okay because I put into Tesla at a low price. So if you can move your money to a faster horse, then it's fine. Otherwise, don't sell. $103,400, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy, crazy, bonkers, bonkers, bonkers. From Michael Jackson Jones. I hope not the same Michael Jackson. In the words of Kevin Garnett, anything is possible. I don't know who Kevin Garnett is. What about Ethereum? Yeah, Ethereum's catching up, which is great because the more Ethereum goes up, the more Solana will go up, which is bonkers. And CleanSpark reaction. CleanSpark miners. My entire allocation of stocks and crypto, I am 2% miners. I always say keep it under 5% miners. Be careful. They will ATM you to death. But they can also go to the moon. So hold on. Hold on tight. But there will be a time where we leave. We got people in Romania. Radu, cheers from Romania. I have been to Romania and I spent a lot of time in, oh my God, brain fart. I spent some time in Yugoslavia, and a very good friend of mine from, yes, William Drews, Drunk James. You see, I had a whiskey, my brain turned off. Kevin Garnett is a basketball player, apparently. My good friend, his name is Plamen. Sofia is the city that I spent a lot of time in. Bulgaria. Yes, so I spent time in Romania and Bulgaria. I love those places, by the way. People are so kind. People are so kind. And Bucharest is also, oh my God, the architecture in Bucharest is bonkers. And I used to always go to the Formula One race in, oh my God, I can't even remember, but it's not far from Bucharest. It may even be. Let me see. General Abel, you have $100,000 and you need to deploy it today. What do you buy in? Well, I would have bought Microstrategy at $382 this morning. I would have bought Tesla at $347 this morning. I would have bought Solana at $222 this morning. They are some examples. That's where I deploy. And actually, I nibbled on some of those today as well. Crazy 103 grand. What a day. Nate, yes, what a day. Shout out to the Canadians. Shout out to the Europeans that are up early. Let me see. Oh my God, it's 3 a.m. in Ireland. Nick, I knew that. The Irish are like the Dutch. They love their crypto like the Canadians. What is it with Ireland, Canada, Netherlands? You guys are just fanatics. Met some former Bulgarian spies and Russian too. Yeah, I remember I went to a party once in Sofia. It was all Russian gangsters. It was all G-Wagons, bulletproof. Like, you don't want to look at anybody sideways in that club because you probably get killed or shot. I've never been more nervous in my life. And I am also Russian gangster. Kidding. Can you drink on all your dailies? That could be a bad habit. The quality of my work might fall down quite a bit. So that may not be good. What I just do there with the screen. What I just do. Ugh. I think I just broke the screen share. Let me try that again. Oh, let me see. I don't know what I just did. I think I just dragged the wrong thing in. But anyway, I'll fix that afterwards. But now you can see, hopefully, my full face and how tired I am. Because I got up at like 4 a.m. this morning. Anyway, it's actually 7:20 now, which isn't too bad. AU, oh wait, tá bom. We got Brazil in the house too. James broke TradingView. I think I did. Yes, I think I slid it off the screen. But I'll bring it back. Let me see. I need to bring something back. Yeah. So let me see. Ooh. What I do? Here we go. I lost my Bitcoin. This is embarrassing. We've got Bitcoin 103,350. We need to bring it back. We need to bring this back. How do I do that? Ugh. In all my excitement, I slid it right off the screen. But you know what? I will try. Because it's important. As Bitcoin goes to 110,000, and it could very easily happen. There we are. Sort of back a little bit. That's good enough. Anyway, but you can't see me though. Well, you don't need to see me. Anyway, but this is let me try. Figure this out. This is annoying. But I'll jump between the chart. When the chart does something big, I'll jump in. Otherwise, you can Look at my face. So that's how it's going to work. But let's go to some more questions. Look at our chat. Yeah. Everybody, by the way, quick quiz. How do you prevent yourself from ever being scammed? The answer is don't give anything to anybody. I will never reach out one-on-one. And I will never ask you to send anything. So to prevent yourself from being scammed, don't click on anything. Don't send anybody anything. Okay? Glad we got that public service announcement out of the way. James, sell some Bitcoin and get a computer engineer. I have two. But they're not working now. Okay? So, yeah, no need for we got people in Poland as well. By the way, will Poland buy Bitcoin? Literally, that could be what's happening right now. You could have a nation state like Poland printing off their euros or whatever they have over there. And we got China from Jonathan Bay in China looking to buy as well. We got DBF 430 in Australia. Wow. The Australians are here too. This is amazing. And Flingwinger in Canada. God bless you all. Whatever your God is. And I don't care. I just want peace on earth, by the way. I'm very anti-war. I'm very pro-peace. I want that to be clear. So I don't care what religion you are, as long as you're honest and truthful and peaceful. How many fulls was that? Truthful, peaceful, honest. Honest full. That could be a new word. There you go. Let me see. Get some more questions in here. We got people in Delaware. Oh, by the way, sorry. Danu, Delaware, your judges suck. They're corrupt. I don't like them. What they did to Elon. We won't even go there right now. It's not the right place. And wine full. Yeah, I promised I'd drink it, but I had to drink this whiskey stuff first, which I promised I'd do, and I did it. I did it. So if I'm slurring my words, that's the whiskey's fault. What type of flag is that? I don't even know. Yannick, where are you? That looks like an African flag or something. Wine full. Let's fix the wine problem. We got $103,000 Bitcoin. Crazy. Wow. Oh, Solana just hit $239. Ooh, perps coming alive, hopefully. Hopefully soon. It is crazy. Wow. Everything's pumping. Let's have a look at some names. You guys, you got UK at 3 a.m. as well. Thoughts on the USC chair? Yes. Anything other than Gary Gensler is a miracle. Great. Render. I have a small bag of render. It's tiny. Just so people know, my investment philosophy is to be very high conviction in very few assets. You pick the winners, you get in early, get in hard, but I also live in a tax jurisdiction, so if I sell, I get punished, but I do have some tax-free trading accounts too. Theo Zhu in Canada, hello there. Is this only Canadians in the audience? All I see is Canadian flags and Chinese flags. Soon China unban Bitcoin. Yes, from Jonathan. China is unbanning Bitcoin. Russia now treats Bitcoin as an asset. Craziness. Let me see what else we got. I don't want to be present. I just want to sit in my little bunker here and be safe with my little bully. This is bully. Ooh, it weighs a ton. This is actually bully. It's made of brass. And it weighs about 25 kilos, 50 pounds or so. But bully's with me. And I have another one, which is bear. It's a polar bear. I love polar bears too. Yeah, Peter Schiff. Shout out to Peter Schiff. He's got to be so salty, so bitter right now. Let me see. From Ugant, when will you unstake Jupiter? I've got a big bag of Jupiter. That is one of my biggest Sol alt positions. It's one of my top 4, I think. And I trade very heavily in Jupiter, so my rewards will probably be massive. I like it. I love the concept. Maybe circa August 2025, I might unstake Jupiter and be ready if there is a profit-taking ability to happen as well. James, did you ever take any of Gary's class at Penn? No, Gary Gensler was not at Penn. He was at MIT. I was at Wharton, which is Penn. Different school. No. And if I did, I would have walked out. But I'm a lot probably older than he is. He was only working at MIT a few years ago. I left Wharton 25 years ago. So different era. Guyana, we have Guyana in the house. We have Ireland in the house. The Irish and the Canadians are insane. We have another, it's a blue and yellow flag. I don't know what it is. We have the Australians and the Kiwis and the Americans and everybody. Okay, bring out some more questions, everybody. Ask me some hard stuff. I love that. Bitcoin, $102,800. And we can try look at some other, we can go through my watch list as to what's going on too, because I show you all the stuff I look at every day. Tesla, 360. Microstrategy. Oh my God, Microstrategy to the roof. Let me pull this up actually. It's going to be funny. So I hope I don't dox myself here or whatever. Oh my God. This is hilarious. So let me see if I can pull this up. MicroStrategy 445 still. And well, that's the story I won't bore you with. It's a pair trade between Tesla and MicroStrategy, but it's back above 1.2, which is good. Ondo Finance. So I don't play those finance games. I don't chase yield. It's not my thing. I can make way more money pair trading between Tesla and MicroStrategy or perping on Solana than I could ever do holding a crypto. So I don't chase 30% a year, 20% a year. It's not interesting to me. I want to 3x my money. If I can't 3x my money in a year, I'm not interested. I won't play that game. Let me see. What a day. All the patience and DCAing payoff. From Benny. Yes, sir. It surely does. And remember, risk happens fast too. I know we're just under $102,800, but that's okay. MicroStrategy El Fuego. Sí. Mucho fuego. Which of your products include mean reversion? So mean reversion is only in IADSS. It's the most important thing, by the way, because everything mean reverts. Let's pull up some mean reversion just for giggles, so you'll see what I'm talking about, so people can understand what this is. So this will be fun. It's one of the most important concepts in finance is exactly this. So let me walk you through, if I can share this screen. Let me see. Chrome share. Boom, that didn't work. Guest share, that didn't work. Woo. Crap. No, I don't know. Screen share, there. Sorta. Well, this is a little bit messy, but I hope you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. But on the chart that you see, this piece at the bottom is mean reversion. So we got two tops, and then it mean reverts. Typically, when you hit a top, the beauty of investing is you need to be confident with about three different things at the same time. So one of them is what's happening with the chart above and what's happening below. When things take a big spike, it'll tell you how many standard deviations. So we hit 1.82 standard deviations away from the mean right now. It doesn't mean sell, because the blue here is the trend that keeps going up. We turn on the confidence model. This is saying sell at the very top here, but the trend is still up, so you stay on the trade and you wait for this to come back down. When you have all three things telling you the same thing at the same time, that's when you got back tests here as well, you can turn on. This is one is right on this particular setting on the 1 minute chart. If you go out, so typically I use these things on the 4-hour chart, it tells you, no, we do not sell. We're still way early, so we can still go way up. So that's kind of what we're talking about with mean reversion as we go here. So I probably didn't explain that very well, but I tried my best. But anyway, back to you all. Let's bring more questions. The mean reversion is included in IADSS, which is 4 products: optimized trend, mean reversion, the confluence model, and the trend model as well. Valum, is 100K going to be the new support? I think since we've broken $100,000, we could go straight to 110, 120, and then things get really nutty. The long-term holders are the people that control this journey. The demand is there. The question is, who is selling? Are the long-term holders going to take lifestyle chips? I think the long-term holders are smart enough to know that this is now massive game theory in action happening before our very eyes. Everybody's stacking, and there's simply not enough Bitcoin to go around. Again, Michael Saylor and BlackRock in November 2024 bought the entire supply of Bitcoin for the next 2 years. That's it. The only supply coming on the market is from long-term holders selling. So people need to understand that. This is why I hold. I'm not selling. My target was 120K. Not anymore. Not anymore at all. What's your price target for MicroStrategy? That's a function of where we go. Let me try pull up a chart on that actually. Because here we can... Let me see if I can share this one. Hold on. There we go. All right, let me see if I can share this one live, because this is a good question. Prezi share, Chrome share. Does that work? No. Guest share. Nope. Jan guest. This one. All right. Here is my ARB model, which I've been using since 2020, by the way. I was the first guy into MicroStrategy, the first guy to understand what they were trying to do. The most important part here is the bottom part, is if you take your NAV premium, what it could be. Currently, the NAV premium is 2.2, okay? Or 1.98, depending on how you measure it. Let's call it 2 for giggles. The NAV premium is 2. If Bitcoin goes to $200,000, say, NAV premium remains at 2, MicroStrategy goes to $1,200. If we go to 120 grand, we go to $714 at the same premium right now. So that's kind of the simple answer to that as well. I hope that helps. Let me see. Let's get to some more questions. I forgot to look at the Bitcoin price. Just under $103,000. Crazy. From Magna 2D. Should I pour my Tesla bag into MicroStrategy for now? So I am monstrously overweight MicroStrategy. I threw what is a nominal amount of money into MicroStrategy. It became 55% or more of my portfolio. After stacking Tesla and Bitcoin since 2017, MicroStrategy blew it all away. It's bonkers because I use leverage on a leveraged asset on a leveraged call option in the future, which is Bitcoin. So I'm like triple leveraged, and that messed everything up in terms of my allocations. So I hope people get that. But that's what I do. I use leverage to trade, and I enjoy it. So yeah, I'm not selling now. I do believe MicroStrategy, and I've said this 1,000 times as well for the last 6 months, MicroStrategy will outperform Tesla up until maybe early 2025, maybe mid 2025. When Robotaxi starts getting deployed, unsupervised FSD, all the stuff that they're doing, then we switch, but not yet. Let me see. There was another question. When do you think CleanSpark will pump? Tomorrow, probably. CleanSpark still, on a fundamental basis, is still the best miner. But now the other miners are doing stuff like they're dabbling in Caspa and AI, and they're issuing... This is so funny. The miners that are issuing shares are now issuing ATM, which is shares, to buy back shares. You can't make this up. I'm a 35-year-old finance veteran. I've never seen anything as ludicrous in my life. Be careful with miners. I'm 2% allocated to miners. Do not go harder than that, everybody. Remember that. Let's get into some more stuff too, because it's a crazy time to be alive, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about some more questions. Oh, yeah. Bert, Frank, if MicroStrategy goes into QQQ in 2.5 weeks, what happens next? I'm doing a model on that right now. That's going to come later this week. You'll see. So you do not want to be short MicroStrategy going into the QQQ announcement for sure. Does ADA have 1 million TPS threat and solve narrative? No. ADA runs, I checked 2 hours ago, runs at 2 TPS. Remember, I could have a chain in my little basement here running at 10 million TPS. But if I have no PMF, no product market fit, no users, it doesn't matter. They don't have any users. 2 TPS, 1 TPS works perfectly for them. They're fine. Okay? Also, trust. All right? Trust what's real and what's not. Anyhow. Sorry. I'm talking too much. How long have I been here? An hour. That's why I'm talking too much. Let me see. And I know that. Let me see. There's people. So crypto is very, very cultish. And the worst thing you can ever do on a channel is offend people's bags. But trust me, I've been right. And every single thing I've chosen since I started this. And I don't do this for the money. I don't shill any tokens. I never do a paid sponsorship. So I want this to be perfectly clear. My only goal is to help retail investors. So if I offend their bags, it's not because I want anything from you. It's because I want to save you. All right? So I want that to be very clear. How do you avoid paying taxes in crypto in Canada? I can't help you with that. I'm not a tax accountant, and definitely not a tax accountant in Canada, for sure. Tomorrow, from Canadian Moose, woohoo, can MicroStrategy go above $500 tomorrow? Well, at the rate that Bitcoin's spinning at 103 grand, possible. Yeah. Crazy. That was the trade of my lifetime. One day I'll make a video on how much I invested to turn into an ultra high net worth bag. If anybody knows what that means. So it is stupid. Anyway, Renaissance Gamer, hello, my friend. Is it too late to put all of our proxies into spot Bitcoin by the end of 2025? I think you may not want to do that. Proxies you ride because they are amplified returns. You don't want to go back to Bitcoin because when the proxies run out of steam means Bitcoin's running out of steam too. Then you want to move to cash or something else like AI. So, thought it was whiskey. It was. So latecomers, I drank it already. You're late. I've been doing this for an hour already. So I went to that pretty quick. Nation state FOMO. Which nation states are buying Bitcoin right now? Maybe Poland, probably Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Emirates. We know El Salvador is buying. We know Ethiopia is holding. We know Bhutan is holding. We know Russia's probably buying. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy as well. This is so hilarious watching James get drunk live. We love you, mate. I'm not a cheap date. It'll take a lot more than this and this to get drunk. But I will be excitable, that's for sure. Caligula is in the house. Hello, buddy. Long time watcher. So, Randux, I heard you say the previous cycle was manipulated. What's your reasoning? Totally manipulated. Manipulated by FTX and all the other scammers in the space, compressing the Bitcoin price, manipulating it. We still see that today, but not to the same extent. So yes, manipulation definitely happened. Woot woot, ping pong and beers tonight. Yes, hey Ben. Good on you. Tequila in you, James. Never tried tequila. That could be the $200,000 challenge, by the way. We'll see. No, I don't get drunk. Takes a lot. It's 5:40 a.m. in Finland from Jumas. The Finnish are up at 5:40 a.m. watching this. This is crazy. A bottle of red. Hello, a bottle of red. We have everybody here. JT was like, bring me some hard questions. Manipulating IC. All the poop coins, right? So let me explain how this thing works. Let's pull up an XRP chart to explain it, because that'll tell you exactly what's going on. I'm gonna have to turn off the. I'm gonna have to add XRP to my watch list. Hang on, where is XRP? Hold on, I gotta go to my zombie coin playlist. Oh crap! I just added here. Hold on. XRP, Binance, Tethers. we turn this off, and hopefully I can make this happen. Where is it? There we are. All right. Oh, crap. That only goes back to 2019. We got to see all the damage, all the brain damage over the years. Bear with me while I add XRP to the chart. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is the XRP people have had 3 chances to get out of the market. Very late 2017, early 2018. Then there was 2021 to get out, and now it's today. And I made a Twitter post on Sunday. $2.78 is the top for XRP. Time to short, time to get out. Financial advice right there. And you'll see. Let's check, actually. It's 226, yeah. This thing is dropping like a hot potato. Let me show you the chart, because I just want to show this to show you how everything is artificially pumped in this world. And do not be tricked. Let me see if I can share this on the chart. Outro, sure. All right. So you see this chart here? On the left here, you see the first pump that was at the 1st of December 2017. Second pump, April 2021. Third pump is now 226. Remember, that first one was like $2. And this, I should turn on the candles so you can see exactly how far it went. Wow. This one went to 330 in 2018. Okay, 330 in 2018. And we are nowhere near that already. All right. These are the 3 windows you have to sell your XP. 2017, 2021. Now, that's it. All right. I called a top on XRP at, what is it, 278 the other day on Twitter on Sunday, I think it was. And here we are. So again, the valuation of this stuff is completely ridiculous. The cost per transaction is about $2.5 million of market cap, and they have 50 million tokens in escrow. The worst tokenomics you'll ever see. Anyhow, that's how crypto works. It's heavily manipulated, heavily influenced. Look at adoption, look at revenue, look at transactions, look at breadth of dApps, look at what people are paying for, product market fit, look at the leadership teams, all the usual results I've been talking about for a long time. That's what you need to look at. So, sorry for that. Next country to make Bitcoin legal tender. I think a lot of countries, small countries will. Big countries can't risk that, because you know what? Imagine you're your own country. Okay, you make wine in your backyard and you sell it for your fiat, which is called wine dollars. You don't want Bitcoin, because then you can print all the wine dollars you want in your backyard. Bitcoin is a threat to your currency. That's what was kind of really stand out about today with JP saying, Jerome Powell of the Fed, he said, you know what? Bitcoin is not a threat to the dollar. It's a threat to gold. I was like, yeah, it's a threat to the dollar too. Anywho, enough of that fiat talk. James, sip a little bit of each night for a week. The burning will go away. Oh, there was no burning. I can handle it. You should see the coffee I drink every morning. My dream is to own a vineyard. My dream is to own a plantation or a ranch full of animals. That's all I want. I just roll around with them in the mud every day. That's my end game. Nothing fancy. I don't want anything special. Alpha 1, thank you so much. One of my favorite movies is Alpha, where a little boy gets abandoned in the wild and gets saved by a wolf. Cool movie. Render is pumping hard the last half hour. Let's check on some altcoins. Let's see what's going on. Let's go through some playlists and ask me any questions you want as well as we go through it. Let me pop this up. Let's go 5-minute chart and find out what's going on with different assets. Let me figure out how to share my screen one more time. Screen share. There we are. Shoo. If I expand this up and over, will that block out the chat? Hopefully, sorta. Anyway, hopefully you can see. I'm going to minimize this to the right. Let's go for some tokens. So we'll go to the very top. This is going to be like Bitcoin at the top. Wow, Bitcoin chart is insane. Over $103,000 again, ladies and gentlemen. This is bonkers. I'm not drunk. No, Crypto Ninja, I'm not drunk. Trust me. I'm just excited. S&P 500, $6,100 nearly. Gold. Shout out to Peter Schiff. His turd is tanking. This is Lockheed Martin. This thing spikes when they fire missiles in different parts of the world. Microstrategy, after hours. I have to pull up a separate service for that, but I can't do that right now. But that's up around $445 last time I checked. Crazy. Tesla, again, bonkers. Solana, 234. MSTU, Amplified MicroStrategy, is going to be up. That's going to be insane tomorrow. That thing will be up around 250 tomorrow. NVIDIA, these are things that I own. I own. Oh, that's done really well. Last time I checked it was $100. Square, I used to own that. I was waiting to get back in, but I never did. ARC, Baba, I own that too. Enphase, that's going to go back to $80. Samler, that's a proxy. Let me see. iBit, huge volume today. DJT, you don't have to know what that is. Confluent, Silver, $31. I used to trade that between $22 and $27 for years. Beautiful range rider. STM, they make pieces for SpaceX apparently. This is Galaxy Digital. They're going to be on fire tomorrow too. They got a huge bag of Bitcoin. This thing will pop tomorrow morning. Sophie, yeah, not in that. BitDeer, that's one I had a big bag of BitDeer. I sold it a little bit prematurely, around $13 last week, but now it's $16. CleanSpark, $15. I should open strong tomorrow. Iris Energy, oh, that was a bit of a dip after hours. Aptos, forget layer 2s. Rivian, going to die. That's a good short. Render, oh wow, Render up 20%. This is the reason I looked at these charts. That is bonkers. Let's check out what's going on with the Sol alts. Because if Render's firing up, that means other ones are too. We have Render up 26%. Win, 25%. Shadow, 11%. Ori, 9-10%. Bitcoin. Nasana, 5. I own Nasana, by the way. I own Honey. I own Solana. I own Infinity. Chat. Zeus. Zeus has popped back. I nearly considered buying it, but I didn't. Orca. Yeah, things are really popping out there today. Anyway, back to you guys. I'm going to turn off this chart thing, but ask me any questions regarding any indicators or charts, and I will answer them as a rolfer. Thank you so much. Let's go invest answers. Why MicroStrategy NAV went from 3.4 to 2.0 today. Let me pull up that model, by the way. I can show you the live NAV. If I can figure out how to get it up. That sounded bad. Get it up. Here we are. The NAV is between 1.98 and 2.29, depending on which source you measure from. Do you want to include debt or not? Remember, the debt is convertible, so they don't feel the pinch of that debt until it converts. So that's the way the NAV works there, by the way. So if you imagine MicroStrategy, they issue $1 billion of debt, 0%. It's not convertible for another 4 years. Then you don't have to worry about the dilution because we're going to be out of the trade by then anyway, maybe, or in and out a few times. That's how it works. So 2x NAV is the lowest we've seen so far this year. Exactly. Should we stream 24/7 from Sarah? A lady on the channel. I love when women. I'm 93% male, unfortunately. When I see a woman on the channel, it's awesome. Sarah, yes, we should stream 24/7. And it's actually more comfortable for me to stand and talk than do anything else. So why not? Let me see. Some of these comments are rude, so I want to read them. Let me see. Would you consider Sui or Zeus in 2025? So Zeus is interesting. If they pull off their vision, that will destroy Stacks. And Stacks is one of the most overvalued cryptos out there, along with Cardano. So that could be good. That could be a good play. No idea why Render is pumping. Let me see what else we got here. My 3-year-old requests to watch you after your Curious George on Sundays. We know Bitcoin does. I don't know what Curious George is, but okay. whatever. I'm there. MicroStrategy options. You cannot buy MicroStrategy options. The volatility is way too high. The premiums are insane. You sell them out of the money out of about 2 months, but not with Bitcoin pumping like this. Let me see. Where do you get your after hours quotes in Tesla? Let me show you. Let me try. Oh, it's actually showing up here. I don't know how much is disclosed. Yeah. All right. So Tesla right now, after hours, is trading at 357. But more importantly, MicroStrategy is trading an after hours at 448 to 99 cents. So MicroStrategy is probably going to open around 450 tomorrow, which is good. Hello, Team Kiwi. You guys have the best sailors and rugby players in the world. I played against you guys, and you're absolutely too good. And sailed against you guys. You're terrible, terribly good. Wow. Bitcoin's on a rampage again. Let's pop this chart up. Why not? Because it's spiking. I got to find out why it's not. I'm going to try and move this thing up. Hopefully. You seeing the full chart here? Maybe move it a bit to the left. Yeah. How does that work? Is that looking better? Bitcoin, $103,492. We're going back to 104 grand. I didn't even realize, by the way, with all the talking I've been doing, we hit $104,000. And I promised you all, once we hit 100,000, it'll go straight to 110. And literally, it's insane. This is what, as I said a million times, crazy time to be alive. Anyhow, I'll keep an eye on that 103.5. What else is pumping? It's Bitcoin's day. It's a special asset. And they're very happy to be here with this special asset. And sorry if I look exhausted, but I probably am. But I'm going to get through this glass of wine. It's going to take me another hour or so, but I'm going to make it happen because this is crazy. But bring on the hard questions. So I get my after hours quotes in Tesla and Robinhood. I do my after hours trading there. I do after hours swapping between things like Tesla and MicroStrategy. They have extreme liquidity. I mean, I can move $1 million of one asset to another in a second. It's incredible. Coin price target in 2025. I don't look at Coinbase. I hate them. I hate their dilution and stock-based, employee-based capital, stock-based compensation. Don't like it. JP803, how do you switch between MicroStrategy and Tesla so quickly in your account? Robinhood. You want me to show you right now? I could do a live trade. I can move $1 million one to another in a second. It'll blow your mind how much liquidity there is. It's madness. You can't do that on Fidelity. You can't do that on Schwab, but you can do it in Robinhood. Thank you, Piper. Buddy, you're here this late at night. Sol's falling. Remember, everything's manipulated. Not everything rises at the same time. You got to, there's only so much oxygen in the world as well. And Robinhood is way better than Coinbase. Yeah, and they listed Solana again, too. We have Team UK in the house. God save Bitcoin. JJ in the UK here. So there's a guy from a car show I used to watch. I don't know his name. He's a farmer now, and he hates Keir, I think, your president or prime minister. Anyway, lots of bad stuff happening. We have the French government falling. We have the UK government about to fall. The world is changing quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Would you prefer buying Tesla or buying an apartment in Dubai? Rent. This is the time to be invested in crypto. Wait for the top, sell, buy the apartment in Dubai. Okay? Simple. Not financial advice, ladies and gentlemen. NOS typically follows render. Do you expect a pump on NOS following render? Yes, I do, actually. General Abdel, you're dead right. That's exactly how it works. In fact, you can also look at the loose correlation between NVIDIA and Nosana as well. From LOL91, James, you changed my life, brother. No problem. I'm glad we had a good time, and the last 2 or 3 years have been amazing. Levy X, when Omega Candle. So we have a God candle, which is typically $10,000, and Omega Candle is like $100,000. I mean, if people start really accumulating, if the nation states start printing their fiat to buy Bitcoin, we'll see an Omega candle in the next 12 to 24 months. If the nation states print fiat to buy, it's that simple. Fiat is garbage, and they print it all day long to do stupid stuff. What kind of wine are you drinking? From BN. This is a Chateauneuf du Pape from about 2017. It's the good stuff. That's why you got to take it slow. I started with the bad stuff, following with the good stuff. Anyway, yes, and I'm not drunk, by the way. Ask me a hard math question, I'll answer it. Did Rob jump in the pool? I think Rob's probably asleep. I don't know if he's in Puerto Rico or Texas, but anyway, cheers to Rob. He's a good guy. He's a good heart. Pablo, you're dead right. Putin did fire the warning shot. Yes. How much dollars do you trust leaving on Robinhood? Oh, no problem. I trust centralized exchanges like Robinhood and Schwab way more than anything else. So like 5-10 million, you'll be fine. No problem. Don't worry about it. How much is that bottle of wine worth? I don't know. $100, 200. Sanjay heads up my research. He's amazing. We have DJ just came in. DJ just realized Bitcoin hit 100,000. Woohoo. Come on, questions. Hit me up. Challenge me. At 4 a.m. in the UK here. Should I open a bottle of wine from Riverman? If you don't have to work tomorrow, hell yes. That's drinking advice right there. And the Irish flags are coming like crazy all over the place. Which is better, Radium or Jupiter? So actually, Jamie Rivers, this is a good question. I own both equal sized positions. Radium and Jupiter make a ton of money, a monstrous amount of money. So I hold them both. If you're an extreme leveraged MicroStrategy, how were you not wiped out during the dips? Because my cost basis for most of my MicroStrategy is 90 cents, which is $9 pre-split. So I'm so far out of ever being wiped out. It's not a problem. Let me see. What do you think the Bitcoin price will be if the government starts to strategic Bitcoin reserve? At least $250 to $500,000. And I think there's a 30 to 50% chance they'll do that. Okay, what do you think about using NAV Premium MicroStrategy to predict local top spot ons of Bitcoin? You can't. So MicroStrategy is a proxy of Bitcoin. MicroStrategy drives Bitcoin price. Don't think of it like that. Is there a 2025 Tesla price you would be hesitant to rotate? Probably 450, 500 would be my price where I'd hesitate to rotate. I was hoping for a nice dip around low 300s. And I am extremely overweight one certain asset. But yeah. And Rothbardian, my friend, MicroStrategy will probably rally tomorrow like crazy. I don't want to give them away, but the tailwinds from MicroStrategy right now are freaking bonkers. We're going to get probably on the 13th of December a QQQ edition, which will bring in $500 million and a perpetual bid. And then we got the short squeeze. Then we got the gamma squeeze. Then we got the leverage ETFs. I mean, it's playing up beautifully. From Chris Keel, is there any bad blood with Ben Cohen? I missed your conversation with it. Not at all. Ben Cohen and I, we have like different religions. Mine is like Alpha. His is like Cardano and stuff. We're just different. I liked Solana. He liked Cardano. I liked MicroStrategy and Tesla. He liked treasuries and stuff. We're just different. Ben is a very smart guy, lovely guy, but we just invest differently. That's how it is. And yeah, not at all. Let me see. From Mad Max Crypto. Thoughts on refi property to buy Bitcoin in the next bear market? Yes. You can refi at the bottoms. You do not refi the tops. From Andre. What about CYFRF, which is Sol Strategies? I have a big bag of that. I also have a big bag of Neptune. By the way, these little proxy things are incredible, especially if they're trading at like 50% premium to net asset value, just buy the hell out of them because they will pump. I'm talking to one proxy company right now on the side. They reached out to me, by the way, and they believe they can 5 to 10x their NAV premium. So if you have a company that has, say, $1 million of Bitcoin, they believe their market cap can go to 10x. So that's how crazy this will go. Sol to 1,000? No, but 450 to 650, possible for sure. We want to buzz James and use these. Sure, you got it. I work for you guys. And the family will go to bed really early, so I'm always alone in the evenings and during the mornings. I don't sleep much. From Robert, hold Bitcoin in the UK, which will be taxed, or hold MicroStrategy in a stock in ISA tax-free. So I never did tax-free stuff because I never thought I'd live to 65, so I never did pension accounts. But now I do. And now I trade tax-free all the time. And I turned, actually, I could look at one account right now. In 160 days or so, I turned 200K into 1.2 million in 160 days just by swapping between two assets 100%. So tax-free is golden. If you know how to trade, learn pair trading, and you can make a fortune for sure. Let me see. You need some downtime now. No, I don't. I'm talking with my friends who are here on the internet. Bitcoin 103,600. Woohoo! We are $400 away from 104K. These shorts are getting wrecked. By the way, shout out to Garrett Soloway. Hope he's out doing okay. I know he went short at 68K. Anyhow, using ATR model with mean reversion, okay? Yeah, if you got both, for sure. ATR model is designed for people that can only look at the market like breakfast, lunch, and dinner, not watch it 24/7. And shout out to JJ in the UK. And we got Kiwis in the house and Tipsy James. Not tipsy, fired up James. Love your work. I'm not a cheap date. Takes me a lot to get wasted. Let me see. Woohoo. Fresh Citroën. Freak Citroën. By the way, fun story. When I was a student, I bought a Citroën AX GTI, which just crashed, and I fixed it up and made it work. It was incredible in the Swiss Alps. Front wheel drive, monster. Snow tires, nothing could catch me on those mountains. And we have Manu Hooligan. I don't know what that means. Probably a soccer team or something. Let me see. General Abdel. It took us 16 years to reach 100K. How much time to reach 200K? So as I always say, step changes happen fast. So when we go to like 1,000 to 10,000, that took 3 or 4 years. 10,000 to 100,000, it took, say, 5 years. 100,000 to 1 million, another 5 years. It's popping again. We got 103,611, and we have Sushi Hero from Canada. It's like we got Japanese vintage cars in Chicago. I didn't know that was a thing. We have Japanese vintage cars in Chicago. From Big Mac, as we approach the top, is your plan to hold Bitcoin portion for the 5 to 10 year time frame or sell portion? So I am extremely big on risk management and risk protection. So I have a Bitcoin bag in cold storage I can't even touch. It's not even in the same country that I'm in. It's a long way away. That's been locked away. It's like burying it in a Swiss Alp. Can't be touched, can't be unlocked for 10 years. That's my kind of like go bag. But hopefully if I live till 2032 or so, I'll be able to get it. The rest is basically MicroStrategy, which is an exchange. Now, my plan was to sell MicroStrategy when the bull top hit, which I base off of the charts that we've built for Bitcoin, like the Tabby model and stuff. But because of what Michael Saylor is doing is so special, reinventing a bond market, generating perpetual bid and buying up all the supply, my thesis around selling MicroStrategy is completely changed. I might take a little bit off the top to some lifestyle chips, but I don't know, because if I sell, I incur massive tax liabilities. But if I hold and hedge, I can manage that. So I might just hold a lot of my MicroStrategy and hedge it. So that's what I'm thinking right now. And everything changes. It could be different. Hey, Tuna Zontos, good to see you, buddy. Long time no see. Which perp would you take after taking some profit from the move aside from Sol and ETH? I've discovered that because my perp game is large, I get hunted. And when the community does the same perp that I do, we all get hunted. So I'm revising ways of creating more sophisticated perp strategies, which includes very short time frames, very high leverage scalps, which I've been testing. So that's coming. Dancing shoes. Remember, we got to get ahead of the market makers all the time. Thank you, Dancing Shoes. Do you trust holding any assets or any amount of money on Coinbase? No, I don't. Hell no. Jesus. They can have some scammer out of, I don't know, some part of the world, call up the help desk and say, oh, I lost my password, and get access. I wouldn't hold more than $10,000 in Coinbase. I have a Coinbase account. I move fiat to it, convert it to crypto, and move it straight to hot wallets. And then I perp it. That's it. Or I move it to cold storage. I don't leave anything on Coinbase. Nobody should. Don't trust those guys at all. Genius Group. Yes, from Nick. Thoughts on Genius Group? I have Genius Group as one of my proxies. This is funny, actually. Let me see if I can see it here. All the proxies did really well today. Like HODL went up 27%. CYFRF, Sol Strategies went up 27%. And Neptune Digital, 13%. Where's GNS? Maybe it's not even on this list. Let me check, actually. Because I threw a little bit of money at all of these things. It's bunkers. GNS Group Limited. It's not on there. There it is. Went up 3% today. It's going to be up a lot tomorrow. So, and by the way, shout out to the Canadians, because all your companies like the Neptunes and the Geniuses and the Sol Strategies, you guys, you saw, oh, I see what Michael Saylor's doing. I'm going to do that. In fact, I heard from one of these companies, they pinged me on Twitter and they said, I won't say what they said, but it's kind of funny. But yeah, the Canadians know what's up. The Canadians are like the Dutch and the Kiwis and the Australians and the British. They see the problems that are happening and they are taking action. They're not even asking permission. They're just saying, well, screw this for a game of cards. I'm going to go protect myself and YOLO into some Bitcoin and some whatever, Solana. And that's what we do. So let me see. I want to earn returns on my Bitcoin. When and where? Wait for that market to be mature. What you really want to do is use your Bitcoin in the future as collateral, borrow against it, and buy real estate. That's the plan. But do not lend out your Bitcoin. It's too risky right now until you get big players like the Fidelities of the world that you can trust. Live streaming at night. You're the man. Thank you, Jolly World. My pleasure. When should I move my Bitcoin to Tesla? Well, that's the big question, and that's my plan too. I do believe AI could be as big as Bitcoin, but it's this weird tension because we have this potential for Bitcoin to completely blow out to the upside. I mean, $1 million could be here within 6 years, and therefore we need to hang tight. So best to own both, play between, pair trade between, but never, ever be out of Bitcoin. Never, ever be out of Tesla. Always have your feet in both pools. It sounds really crude, but that's all I can come up with right now. Thank you, Tapula. I love you too, man. Do you think Robinhood will enable margin on Bitcoin eventually? I think a lot of sophistication will come to Bitcoin markets and crypto markets in the very near future. We need to get rid of the SEC regime, and that will all change big time. Never sell all your Bitcoin. Exactly. Like I used to think I'd sell like 50 to 60% of it at the top of the market. Now I'm thinking maybe 20 to 30%. Same thing with MicroStrategy. I used to plan to sell it all. That's how I went hard into MicroStrategy. One of the main reasons was it's easier for me to play stocks and options than cold storage in Bitcoin. I wasn't comfortable with that. And that's where we are. MB, thank you so much. General Abel, if we Canadians get hit with Trump tariffs, the Canadian will likely tumble against the USD. What would you do if you were a Canadian trying to protect your wealth? Well, the simple answer is buy Bitcoin, which you already do if you watch this channel. Second of all, the Canadian dollar is already very low. And it's all about which is the least dirty shirt in the laundry. I don't think the Canadian dollar can fall much lower because what Canada has is a very, very large reserve of natural resources. And if they go up in price, like oil or whatever, gas, you guys are good. The problem is what your leadership team does with Trudeau and stuff. They are messing up everything with all the weird stuff. So you got to change out your leadership team and then the Canadian dollar will be strong again. So don't worry about that too much. Kirby, good to see you, buddy. James, your legend mate. Bora Bora. When Bora Bora. I don't know if I could ever make that anymore. I have a bad back, so I don't know how much I can fly anymore. Let's get into some more questions. I'm in NYS, had a slight hiccup getting fiat. Oh, New York State is a pain in the butt. One day I hope, Randy Savage, there can be a simple way to on-ramp fiat, convert it to crypto on a DEX, and then trade it all day long. We are this close to that. But make sure you're with a bank that's not a big bank. Not a Wells Fargo, not a Bank of America, because they will protect you. Also, start moving your funds to these little places like Robinhood that are more crypto-friendly, which is pretty cool. Force, that's a chilling warning about Coinbase. 90% of my crypto is on it. Get it off, dude. No. Be careful. Coinbase, they will give away your crypto and you'll never be able to reach them. Do not. It takes a lifetime to make it and a second to lose. Do not, everybody, hold your crypto on exchanges. Rule number 1, be very careful. And make sure you got your security locked down. Check out my Patreon for all the security methodologies, all the stuff you need to do to make sure you are locked down. Okay? The scammers are coming for you. All right? Greatest traders, are you living or dead? It depends. I can pretty much tell you that I've outperformed every hedge fund on the planet this year. Guaranteed by a huge factor. But I take huge risk as well. But nobody can touch my returns. Any hedge fund on the planet, I challenge you, and I've got the receipts to prove it. Let me see. Question. Rumors, Trump will make America-based cryptos exempt from capital gains tax. He's not going to be... He can talk about a lot of stuff, but he can't make it happen. You know, a president can have ideas. That's got to get through Congress and the Senate to get approved. And the government needs taxes. So I don't see that happening. If it was, I'd be happy to spend the rest of my life here, for sure. We got JJ again, Reform the UK. Yeah, I think your guy Keir, he's in a lot of hot water right now. More questions, and the Canadians are firing up. If you had a choice of investing $2,000 every month, would you do it in Tesla or MicroStrategy or Solana? I would do 50% in Tesla, 30% in MicroStrategy, and 20% in Solana. And by the way, if MicroStrategy can keep on adding Bitcoin to each share, that's a keeper. It really is. And I've got a video coming out in this week. It's a very complex math video, but it's a question I ask myself. Can we make this work? How do we learn to trade like you? Follow me on Patreon. I share every single trade and move I make. Top and bottom indicator. Let's check in on the Tabby model, actually. Good idea. Let me pull it up right now to see how hot we are, because I need to ask that question myself. So Tabby model is something we built to make sure we don't get overheated. So here we are. Is this showing up? This is the Tabby model right now. Okay, it's got 6 stages, 6 colors. You got like your cold blue, light blue. We got your teal, lime green, yellow, orange, dark orange, and red. Okay, we're at the orange level right now. So if you see here, we are far away from the height. And this is based off about 22 different on-chain indicators that are fed live to the system. So we're good for now. Don't worry. But I will, the minute this thing goes kind of red, will be the minute I pull the plug and say, okay, Bitcoin's being overheated right now. Time to take a break. Time to move out. General Abdel again. You think Sol will ever hit 5% dominance? So I think my target was 3.6%, which we've actually beaten. Let me check on Sol dominance right now as we speak. Give you the exact score, because Solana has been very weak compared to other cryptos. Hold on 1 second. Soldi 3.14. Oh yeah, we'll hit 5 for sure. And if we do, the numbers get really bonkers, and I got a model for that. If we hit 5% Sol dominance and a $10 trillion market cap, Solana's at $1,200, which is unbelievable to think, considering we bought it $8 for a lot of it, but we'll see. From Jas Dillon, a retire on series for 2025. This is so hard because I like to do them when things are cheap, not when things are expensive. And now things are expensive. If I see deals, I will put together another structured portfolio or a point asset, depending on what makes sense, because I don't want people to ever be disappointed with the results. And let me see. A couple more questions. How safe are brokerages? They're fine. I mean, brokerages are so big. Like Schwab has $8 trillion, Fidelity $4 trillion. Their reputation is everything. If somebody loses anything on those exchanges, their reputation is gone. They lose $4 trillion. So don't worry about that. How can I get that in TradingView? Just look up TABI. You'll find a Tabby model. I assume you own MicroStrategy. I own a serious shit ton of MicroStrategy. You wouldn't believe how much I own of that stuff. What are your thoughts on Hyperliquid? No idea. I don't play with all these things like staking and restaking. It's like picking up pennies in front of a steamroller. I can make more money doing other things. I don't need to play risky games. So assume you. Let me see. Thoughts on Toyota's robotaxi plans? Toyota have lost their way a long time ago. They still have, like BMW, hydrogen plans. They are freaking clueless. Toyota is not going to make it. There is only one car company that can. That's Tesla and maybe BYD. That's it. Don't believe the shit you read online. And Jordan, thank you so much for coming. Let me do a couple more questions, and I got to roll because I got other stuff. I got to eat as well, or else I'll drop dead. Do you see Jupiter going to $15? I don't know. It's so small right now. It's a tiny asset. A lot of people ask. Let me see. No, but maybe $3 to $5 for sure. Why don't you stake Sol? I do. I stake all my Solana. That is the infinite money glitch, the power of compounding. I've been staking Solana since like $8 at 8%. Do the math. It's crazy. If you calculate the ROI, it's bonkers. MicroStrategy targets, I shared them about an hour ago in a model. But it could be pretty crazy. And let's go Sol Perp. Yeah, let's go Sol Perp. It's funny because you got to remember as well, like I mentioned, all the oxygen has been taken out of the room by other assets. Therefore, let me see. There will be that big rotation. Oh, I got 238 on Solana. We are back in business. Ooh. Do you live in Cali? I live in a underground, off the grid position. Would you consider selling Link? I don't own Link. I don't believe in old chains. I only believe in new stuff. Palantir and the MicroStrategy, absolutely about $50, $60 for sure. Short Audi even more. Is Audi even a stock? I know they died in China. Thoughts on Serum? Focus on the money. All the money is in a... I'm so tired. Jupiter, Radium. That's where all the action is on Solana, those two. Where do I get 8% stake? Go to Helios. Helios. Check out Patreon. You'll see Helios in there. Don't stake on Coinbase, for God's sake. Polkadot. Polkadot. Ton of development. No adoption. The best cold wallet for Bitcoin is Trezor. For other assets, different wallets. And spread it all around. Don't have all your eggs in one basket, of course. As always. Thank you, everybody, for celebrating $103,000 Bitcoin. We smashed it, ladies and gentlemen. Again, it all happened a bit sooner than expected. I love you all. We've done nearly 2 hours live here on the celebration. Thank you all. It's been bonkers. Toyota will survive. Yes, because they have a lot of vehicles that run in jungles and deserts and stuff that need gasoline. But remember, the future is autonomous. I have a Model X and a Cybertruck right outside my office garage here. I don't drive anymore. I work and I sit in the car. I don't drive I haven't driven for a long time. Okay, the future is already here. And robotaxis will be coming second half of 2025. And Optimus robots, as soon as they're available to buy, I'll buy a bunch of them. Okay? The future's here, everybody. Play where the puck is going to be. Be in the winning assets. Do not get married to anything. Okay? Be ruthless out there. Thank you all for coming. I love you all. See you tomorrow morning. Let me know what you want as well in the comments below. I'm thinking about doing that big Microstrategy premium and price prediction based on QQQ edition on December 13th, which is only 9 days away. Bonkers. I mean, it's almost embarrassing how easy it is to make money in this market. It's pinch me, tell me I'm dreaming, because it's insane. Love you all. Thank you all for coming. Have a good night. Bye-bye.